Like and subscribe. Hello, it's Charlie for the Great Recommender ITBI. Is this better information? And the Great Recommender GYLO. This is Preston on CoinNation.
The Definity Camp data lovers, this one's for you. ICP recently crossed 6 terabytes of data stored on ICP. To put it in perspective, the total size of Ethereum is 1.17 terabytes. That's over 5 times more data being stored on ICP. Are you ready to talk about the superpowers bestowed on us by the Internet Computer Protocol that will be bestowed on us? Talking about spoken code. Let there be is what we're talking about today. Spoken code is the future. So what really happens, right, when this thing is a reality and you speak what you want to create to ICP? What kinds of artifacts are being spawned out of thin air on ICP? You're gonna have canister code that involves things such as automating transactions and agreements without intermediaries. You're gonna have backend code to run the app logic and manage storage on ICP's decentralized network. And then in addition to that, you're gonna have the front end code, right? The thing that you see in the browser. Usually they're React based these days, and they also have styling, which is the CSS. All of this is being spawned when you say, let there be, or hopefully this is how we hope it's gonna work. And you're gonna have APIs stood up for the functionality code for communicating between the front end canisters and external services, data models and schemas. Now that's what we're talking about, that structured data. What is a user comprised of, right? What is if you are dealing in a CRM, what does a user account look like? Blockchain integration code to handle crypto payments, NFT creation, token transfers, identity and authentication code to interact with the built-in internet identity framework on ICP, database and state management. We are basically speaking so we don't need to worry about this, according to some of the statements made by Dom. And even if when it's first deployed and we're first able to use it, even if it's not that functional and you can only do little tiny niche type use cases, I think the way that you got to think about all this, right, is little steps point to the inevitability of where we're headed. So when I put money in an 8-year neuron, it's not because I believe that the subnets are the fastest thing on the internet right now, right? It's because I believe they will be one day extremely fast to the point where we're not even talking about this anymore. Same thing with this. Let's say in the beginning, you can only build these very simple things from the AI prompt engineering. That's not why I'm investing. I'm investing because you listen to the visionary and he tells you where we're going with this. But this, I would say, is kind of where you would set the thermostat of your thoughts, because I do believe one day you're going to be able to speak and every single one of these components is stood up to perfection and you don't have to bother yourself with the ins and outs of HTML, CSS, and structured data, because it understands what you are wanting to build and it can orchestrate all of this together and build that thing like a bag of Legos for you. So what I wanted to do here is kind of give you some vision, right? Give you some idea of how practical this could be, right? And a lot of people, they want to kick the 9 to 5 and they want to work for themselves. So what I did is I came up with 5 self-employment type jobs, that are very popular. And I said, how could this superpower, this ICP superpower that we're all about to inherit, how could this help someone who's trying to start a business and trying to make this beneficial for them and for them not to have the overhead cost of hiring developers to build out the software that they need or paying for a commercial off-the-shelf product that already does these things? What if you could instantiate whatever you need to be successful in terms of having the tool or the applications to help you be productive and to make things a lot less complicated for your startup business? And this one speaks to me right here, where